So we're all raring to go again. In life, of course, there's so much more important than this game, and yet this game feels so important. It is crucial, imperative that the teams harbouring ambitions to go a long way come smoothly out of the blocks here, and it's all building up very nicely. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. And it's Eto. Gabriel has been included in the starting lineup. Does he have a key role to play here, Jim?
Well, Peter, pressing's all very well, as we know, but sometimes you need someone to get in there and win the ball for you. And that's what this guy excels at. He's been brought in for his tackling prowess and his defensive nous in general, and I would think he'll be making...
And the finish! Now that is commitment to the cause. That has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. No change to the score, 0-0 it remains. Oh, that's well spotted. A real chance if he can get through. Portsmouth are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Bastoni. Neymar. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Costa Curta. Messi. Does well to stand firm and defend it. Hayden. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Great pressure, plenty of it. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Murphy. Hayden. Cantona making good progress on the right-hand side. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, he's found support out wide. There's no such thing as a bad time to score, but this would sure be a good time. And it's Messi. Tchouameni. And it's Messi. And here's Cantona. It's shot a goal! He scored!
Well, that's very much changed the complexion. It's also changed mindsets and moods in both teams, and it had to be him. Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
France have fired themselves in front.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, that's a key interception. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. Some first half thoughts?
France clearly are benefiting from their homework. They've dealt with anything that's been thrown at them and have been smart on the break.
France go in at half-time with a slender one-goal lead. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. France carrying a one-goal lead. Looking for options for movement. It's a goal kick. Hayden. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Defending of the desperate Eto! Portsmouth are looking to go forward now.
The attendance for this
Murphy.
match was 72,300.
Your impression so far, Jim?
I think the manager's pondering his options as to whether to stick or twist Peter in view of the time remaining. He might have a tough call to make now.
Murphy. France leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Cantona. That is a great pick out. It's Neymar!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Murphy. And Hayden. Just about up to 75 minutes. Looking for the runner. Now it's Neymar. And the shot! He should have put that one away.
He's really trying to take this upon himself to get it won.
Substitution in progress.
Portsmouth can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Hayden. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Now, who's going to be first to this? Messi. Now it's Messi. Big chance! This time, surely. No mistake. And surely that clinches it. There really is no way back now. Sharp, simple, satisfying. He just knew what was on.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
2 up and very little time left. Surely this is it.
Well, I think if they're going to have any hope from here, they'll need to see their more experienced lads step up to the plate now.
Beckham. That's that, the end. Perhaps not quite utopia, not what was entirely desired, but most importantly, they have the result that...
Hello Faith bro, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Okay, bro, please wait after this match. Hello, bro, how are you? Hi, bro. I'm good, bro. What about you?
So what a sight this is. Another edition of this proud competition, just seemingly bigger and better still. Faces, of course, have come and gone, but some things never change. Those first day feelings, new hopes, new expectations, and the belief that maybe, just maybe, this time it will be your turn.
Yeah, bro, after this match, I'll open
The
room.
matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. We have already started here.
Tony Adams is the standout player, Peter,
Well, he does stand out, Jim, of course, but specifically how?
because he's a colossal presence who seems to thrive the tougher the job gets. His level of commitment is an inspiration for everyone to follow.
Closest thing to a manager on the pitch.
Can't argue with that.
And he cuts out the supply. Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Palmer. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Cantona. Rodri cuts it out. Palmer. Palmer! And he has produced there the crispest of hits.
I think it was one of those, Peter, where he's caught it too well. He's not even looking at the keeper, so he knew where everything was.
No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Ødegaard.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
And claimed it back swiftly. Adams. Cantona.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others time and space.
Well, I would call...
Haaland! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
It's easy to say it, but difficult to stop it when runs in behind are being made like that.
it's Haaland. Well timed, excellent interception. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Wilshere. Now Van de Ven. Vicario can pick that up. Oh, nicely intercepted. Nice sequence of passes this. And here's Cantona. And De Bruyne! Now it's Haaland. Gabriel. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Owen. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. Oh, brilliant save under real pressure. He's through here. Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish.
And it's half-time here. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Here we go again.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Takes aim and crosses.
That's well played. He knew he had to mop that up.
De Bruyne. Odegaard. A real chance if he can get through. Pass somewhat off target. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Alexander-Arnold. And it's De Bruyne. He's picked his way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. De Bruyne delivers. Henderson catches it safely. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Maddison. Oh, that's fabulous. Oh, well played, well played. And he's quick to get it clear again. Salah. Odegaard. Oh, this looks promising. Got to make this count. De Bruyne. De Bruyne! It's off target and by quite a way.
Okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Substitution on the field. Number 41. Rice.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Number 9. Owen. Coming on the field.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Number 18. Holding ahead. Substitution in progress.
Rodri. Van der Ven. He's having a go! Oh, and that should have been two.
Oh, and a real chance to pile on the pressure, and he'll be desperate to get another.
Caicedo. Now it's De Bruyne, and it's Wilshere. Time is running out here.
All they need is one big chance, and it may do the trick.
Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Haaland. He's onside. Well, they've got it again. Palmer.
Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done.
Oh, what has happened here? Cantona. And we're done. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable.
Okay, bro, who have fastest finger, please join the room. Okay, bro, it's open for everyone, bro. Bro, type in English. I don't understand.
Well, little question that this is the box office game at this level today. Thank you for joining us. You've made a very good choice. There's so much resting on the game. It should be a cracker. And nobody in this atmosphere can hide from the truth about how much this game matters. The scene overflows with colour and passion. And as you can see, we've already started here. France cannot consider the option of defeat. It's not a question of want, but must. It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Now there's the hit! Caught offside that time.
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Italy is the country of great defenders, Peter, and this fella, Alessandro Bastoni, looks very much in line to be its latest representative. Like being an Italian defender...
Oh no, this does not look good. Beckham. Cantona. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, he's found support out wide. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
And we have our very first corner. And a header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Oh, I'm not sure what he had in mind, and I don't think he knew either.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Great defending, strong and determined. Beckham. Now that's well seen too. Neymar is in a really good position out wide. Fernando Torres.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Beckham. To Messi. Now it's Eto'o. Now it's Neymar. And that's Eto'o! A goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. Now it's Torres. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's managed to get rid. He's going to be disappointed with that. And that's clear cut. It's a free kick. Now it's Neymar. Messi. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. And the half-time whistle goes. As if we needed reminding, no easy games at this level, and that is proven here. Neither side any further forward from where they were 45 minutes ago, but it is far from lethargic, far from slow, highly engaging, but goalless. So we reached the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Maradona. And here's Batistuta. Oh, good ball. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Cantona. Messi. Up towards the hour mark and still no goals. And it's Roberto Carlos. And he was alert to it. Davids.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness.
The attendance for this
And
match
that has
is
been clubbed away.
649.
And the pass is intercepted. Eto'o proves just a little bit too strong. Quality ball. That has been cut short. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
And he's quick to get it clear again. Now it's Neymar. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Oh, what a mistake! And he's found... And the shot! It's in! And at last the deadlock is broken. Now can they dare to dream?
And you only have to see the reaction from the bench to see what that means. The manager had faith he'll deliver in situations, and he is truly pumped.
Was there ever any doubt?
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
How important will this turn out to be? This is going to give them a lot more options now. France clearly have been...
He's got the shot away!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. He could be in here. Now it's Eto'o.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Now it's Maradona. And he's got the beating of his man.
Look, this is so frustrating. Passing without any end product is just passing time.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Oh, terrible pass. It's Neymar! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that will be the final act. A win, a triumph, a time to crank up the music, charge the glass. The perfect setting, the perfect atmosphere. It feels like a big game. It sounds like a big game. The focus now on the players as they seek to get their team off to the ideal start. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So a strong start, essential for both teams here as they look to head towards the knockout stage.
Well, Peter, both of these teams will take to the pitch with a three-point focus. Ambition is fresh and strong, and each will want to go deep into the competition. So neither will be looking to come out of this with a flawed game plan. This has to be assured and close to their best.
And as you can see, we've already started here. Cantona. And here's Beckham. Now the finish! In he goes again. It's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
Madrid make the
start. They are already ahead. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Cleared without complication. And they're back on the ball again. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Madrid finding their passes. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cantona. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. And the shot! It's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Nicely aimed pass.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Cantona charging forward, the ball at his feet. It's Eto'o! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Eto'o did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again.
Madrid looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. De Bruyne. And here's Cantona. He's had it taken off him. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Eto'o. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given. Oh, that's well done, really robust. De Bruyne.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Roberto Carlos. De Bruyne. Hits one! And he's really put himself on the line here. Goalkeeper's ball. And we hit half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Madrid in control at half-time, 2-0. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half. Oh, sweet feet. It is a corner. They've played it short. Cleared away. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Cantona. Lovely feet. Cantona! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
That has been knocked clear. That's tidy. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, he's profited handsomely already in this match, and at last their sense of danger has brought them to a possible solution.
Eto.
The attendance for this match
It's a
was
goal kick.
71,550.
Cantona. Madrid do have a chance to counter here. Dink through. He's found a way through. Oh, the movement is slick. The speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Cantona. Oh, good spread.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. A heavy challenge. Tigres can breathe again, just.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Brilliantly cut out. That's at the end. Madrid achieve exactly what they wanted on opening day. 3 precious points on a traditionally testing occasion. Madrid have a proper sense of purpose here, a motivation to tie things up and look beyond the confines of this group. There is an expectant air, an enthusiasm and excitement. Victory will guarantee progression, and that is what they're seeking. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. Madrid are utterly focused and determined. They know how much this means.
Well, Peter, the question that comes to mind is how much do they want it? These players know that this could be the game.
Malcolm! Oh, that wasn't far away. They've played it short. Now it's Ruben Neves. Tries to get it clear. And that is out of play. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? He's keen, determined to have his say.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Eto'o. Beckham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Malcolm. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Ruben Neves clears it away. In towards the middle. Cleared away. Oh, what a ball! Eto'o. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. So it is still 0-0. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Back when it goes. Can he put it away?
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
Roberto Carlos. Bellingham. That's really well manoeuvred. No luck with that dink over the top. Victory now would mean so much. Gabriel makes the interception. And it's De Bruyne.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Eto'o. And it's half-time here. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. So neither side has yet broken through. Malcolm! Palmer. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Well, it's probably going to take something very special to beat him today.
And it's been taken short. Gabriel with the clearance. Roberto Carlos cuts it out. Eto'o looking to penetrate opposition lines. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Oh, nicely intercepted. And he was quick to react. Oh, there's a probing ball. And he's away. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. Bellingham. Eto'o. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Malcolm. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. Now it's Bellingham. He's picked his way through. In with the challenge. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Eto'o. He's in Cantona! We've got a goal! And that could well be the winner!
Well, what a shift in moods here, Peter. That weight's finally off their shoulders, and tails are well and truly up. Al Hilal really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
That's the way you go about things if you want to qualify. It's superb. This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score.
Oh, that was expansive and incisive, the type of move to please any coach.
Steaming on goalwards. And he's heaved it away.
Al Hilal have a simple task to find something sustained now and keep the pressure on.
Adams. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And he's managed to get free. Oh, he's bustling through here. Now it's De Bruyne. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. So the deed is done. Thrill and excitement all round as players and support. So this is where things become truly serious. Every side battle-hardened, having survived the previous stage, and from this point on, every game is all or nothing, do or die, and there is no atmosphere quite like it. You have to say, this is where the competition really starts. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena, absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, past tournaments have so often brought together the very best of so many different footballing cultures and principles, and we hope we're going to see all of that again.
Well, this is an opportunity, Peter, to show off the enthusiasm and desire to kickstart another rewarding campaign, hopefully. And we've seen some fine games in this tournament already. I think the quality has improved year on year. And to be honest, I'm not expecting a drop-off anytime soon.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Yeah, Hugo Lloris. His lightning-fast reactions and all-round shot-stopping ability make him a formidable obstacle for opposition strikers. And you'd always back him, Peter, in a one-on-one. He doesn't just stick to his penalty area, though. He dominates the entire defensive third, sweeping up behind his defence and getting them shifting forward once more.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah, we're actually currently watching a contest of insipid probing. The only way is up, I hope.
Real chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
Cantona, De Bruyne, that's Beckham. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing, no progress. Roberto Carlos spots it and intercepts. Beckham. Bellingham. Beckham. And here's Eto'o. Lloris gets it clear. Half an hour played now. That pass has been well intercepted. Eto'o. Oh, that's me. It's Eto'o! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
De Bruyne. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. And here's Eto'o! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Showing great feet there. That's very neat. He is through here.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Roberto Carlos. It's Bellingham. Bellingham goes steaming forward.
Look, it's a run defence's dislike, but the timing...
And Beckham! Good effort, and it is right on half-time. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. The midway point of the game.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained, so I'm looking forward to what's to come.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we're already back up and running after half-time.
Well, I can imagine both managers have been in the ears of the players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
Giroud. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Giroud! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Do I really need to tell you, Peter, that he has to do better, especially from there?
Costa Curta. Beckham.
The attendance for this match was 71.
Quarter of an hour into the second half. It's Eto'o! It's in!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
After 64 minutes is number 23,
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
I think they've gone about their business with the opener very much in mind, and this augurs well now.
Well, that's beautifully weighted. Oh, shooting chance! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising.
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
number 23,
Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham is in a really good position out wide. He's had a shot! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. Beckham with the short one. Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. Beckham plays it short. That has been knocked clear. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, to be fair to that defence, it's nigh on impossible to kick.
There's the shot! Oh, it looked like 3-0 for sure.
Bellingham just got a little carried away with himself there. He knew he could have clinched it.
Hollingshead. And it's Giroud. Madrid have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Chouameni.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Bellingham. Into the last 5 minutes. No, that's been intercepted. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. Beckham. Bellingham. Beckham. Now it's Eto. Eto! Another big chance that gets away.
This is proving to be a very good spell. The intensity is great, but they've got to make it count.
Confirmation that there will be 4 minutes stoppage time. And that is that. Madrid advance. More stern tests await, no doubt. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity.
Well, surely most would agree that we are in what is very much the business end of the competition now. Just 3 more rounds to go, and it is reasonable to believe that they have as good a chance as anyone does. That is the overriding sense here. Really is quite a sight to behold this. It feels like a big game, it looks like a big game. Mind you, they all do at this ground. So this is where we're up to in the quarterfinals. Already plenty enough to get the juices flowing.
Well, look, when you reach this stage of the competition, you begin to think you can go the distance. Now, the big characters in either dressing room will be stressing the need to find whatever it takes to get through. Has everyone got the substance and...
Now the finish! A chorus of approval here. It's really good play. There's the delivery. Madrid are looking to go forward now. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Beckham. Madrid yet to have an attempt on goal. And that is out of play. Nice control. Played back in. Can he put it away? Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Nicolas Otamendi. He's a fine defender, both in the air and on the ground, and a real tough competitor who loves a physical duel. He knows how to pick out a pass too, and he'd be looking to get his team moving forward as soon as any opposition attack breaks down. He often likes to step into midfield.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Shapes to shoot! Beckham, and that's really well manoeuvred. That's good running with the ball.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed. Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed. Benfica clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Looking for the runner. And Beckham! That is decidedly lacking.
All he'll be thinking is, please, ground, swallow me up.
Barrero. It's Florentino Luis. Now he's off and running. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Cantona climbs up big. A really close shave, and the last action of the first half. Madrid failed to capitalise in stoppage time, so we are as we were. So we reached the halfway point.
What an end to the half, Peter. A lot of the best action of the half coming at the very end, and I get the feeling the second half may well start in similar fashion, as we'd love to see this momentum maintained. So
Goes in for the header! He will be livid with himself. Kukçu. Barrero. Kukçu. To Aktukolu. Florentino Luis. Beckham did well to step in there. That was more than necessary.
this is what good chemistry is all about.
Bellingham! Big moment! Massive goal!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. And the pass is intercepted. Cantona. Now it's De Bruyne. Cantona. Eto'o hits one! And that has earned a few nods of approval from the bench. And it's been taken short. Plays it in low. Now, who's going to be first to this? In, and he's following up!
The attendance for this match was
Oh, and that is really good tenacity. Your impression so far, Jim?
Peter, they're leaving nobody guessing now. This is a decisive attempt to go further in front.
Kukçu. Costa Curta cuts it out.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Beckham. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Benfica are looking to break at pace.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any activity from the bench?
Bellingham succumbs to the pressure. It's loose. It's Eto'o! He scores! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Yeah, and it's not a surprise to see him elect to shoot from there, considering how much movement can be generated on the ball. Great hit.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off.
And the shot! It's a goal!
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
The goal scorer for Benfica after 80 minutes is number 10.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, they've given themselves a chance here, but now it's a case of getting the balance right between attack and defence, and that's not easy. Look, movement creates more options, and that was really sharply done. Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Cantona. I think we're just about done here. Eto. He came in hard, very hard. Referee has just said play on. Beckham. Barrero. It's Florentino Luis. That's that, the end. Victory, yet another victory in this quest for glory. It feels good, very good, and surely they go into the semi-finals now with great confidence. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game. I think it shows great maturity on the part of the players.
So just one more hurdle before the ultimate final where everybody wants to be, and the atmosphere is truly sizzling. Expectations high, volume high, tension high, but most importantly of all, the stakes very, very high. There is a massive sense of expectation emanating from this part of Milan. The giant arena bearing the name of perhaps the finest player ever to don the famous black and blue jersey. It is simply a gorgeous, gorgeous sight. So it's a straight shootout for the final. That's what we're going to see. There's nowhere, Jim, you would rather... Chance! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, they say that there's been a bit of a renaissance, Peter, at the number 10.
Shot a goal! Goal! Inter! There is the breakthrough! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Madrid are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Chouameni. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And he's managed to get free. Thinks one through. Eto'o. Oh, well played. Ashlani.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Ashlani. Inter Milan are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Now the finish! There's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And it's another really good show of character. I love the spirit and togetherness they muster. Never know when they're beaten.
The goal scorer after 26 minutes is...
Complete awareness. He understood what was needed and he executed it smoothly.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball and it all came good.
Madrid grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked and I still haven't moved.
DiMarco.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Cantona.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Cantona powering forward here. And he's managed to get rid. Oh, sweet feet. Cleared away. Oh, that's nice. Bellingham! It's loose now and they want to get it back. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And it's Beckham. Carlos Augusto calmly anticipates. Ashlani. Zalewski, who does have an assist to his name. Zalewski. And the semi-final reaches halfway. Madrid head back in at the break after a first half that has been, from a scoreline point of view in any case, an even one. Both sides have contributed in equal measure, neither looking overly under pressure from the other. And at the break, glass half full, half empty. It's 1-1. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, I think they'll be happy with that scoreline. I just hope the second half is as good as the first. It's been pulsating stuff.
So it's half-time in the semi-final. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. So it's back to business. So both teams emerge the same as they were before the break. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
The movement was good, but the pass lacked authority, a cause of mild frustration.
Carlos Augusto. Chelhanoglu. And Bisek. Zalewski. Stefan de Vrij. And it's Correa. Ashlani. Now DiMarco. That is lovely. Zalewski. And he's heaved it away.
For this match was 80,953.
Ashlani.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Costa Curta did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Can he finish? And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Ashlani.
It's about risk-taking and boldness now. Are we going to see any...
Shapes to shoot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Eto'o deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Stefan de Vrij. Chelhanoglu. And it's Damian.
Oh, really well played.
Zalewski. De Bruyne. Cantona looking to add to his goal. And he's away. Now it's Eto'o. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And it's De Bruyne. Beckham. Great ball, and he's in here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Correa. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Bellingham. Oh, look at the space. Big chance! It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
They're just lacking a cutting edge, Peter, and while that's fairly obvious, the rest of their attacking play is actually quite good.
Beckham plays it short. Great hit!
You wonder if that's it now, but there may be one more opportunity, Peter, for a late steal here.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Madrid can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Turns and goes back. That's it, we're going to get 30 minutes more.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
And we'd like to inform you now that the latest
So all
travel
square,
information
we
is
need a winner,
currently being
and
displayed
we will
on
be
the
back
screen.
for extra time. So our quest to find the winner continues. Carlos Augusto. Aslani. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Beckham. More and more pressure on the ball here. De Bruyne. And it's Beckham. Might be... Oh, shooting chance! Oh, that's incredible! And that has raised the roof!
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
After 9 minutes in extra
2
time
goals on the
is
day, and he may not yet be done.
Cantona.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Zalewski. DiMarco. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, nice touch. And it's Çalhanoğlu. And Correa.
That was lovely, that.
Correa! And he hits the net. They're level in a trice.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
After 15 minutes.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Joaquin Correa. Joaquin Correa. Joaquin Correa.
This is quite a battle.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Half-time, extra time. Yeah, it is coming down to those last 15 minutes. A truly attritional affair that has reduced both teams to near standstill. The saying goes that it only takes a moment to make a difference in this game, but you have to pose the question, is there enough left in the collective tank of either team? And so the last chance to find a winner. Well, this really has been an epic encounter, and there are some tired limbs out there. How much can he put it away? And that's a real chance missed.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
Stefan de Vrij. Aslani. Çalhanoğlu. Driving forward. Played out to the right. It'll be a throw-in. Rapidly approaching the end. It does seem that we are headed for penalties.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
DiMarco. Zalewski. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And it's De Bruyne. The final whistle and confirmation we are headed for penalties.
It's a big well done to both defences for refusing to buckle under the pressure. Fatigue with focus is not the norm.
Pressure and nerve. After 2 inconclusive hours, it is penalties. Taremi is first to take the long walk. Oh, it's a really good save.
Well, it was a possibility of happening like that, the way he was moving beforehand. Very good save.
Beckham next in line, and here he is. No! Denied remarkably.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge.
So, the second man in line. Great stop! And the keeper punches the air.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Eto'o is the man who's second in line. Coolly into the bottom corner.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
Inter Milan are looking to keep pace here.
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
The third man in the queue. Oh, calm as you like.
Yeah, it's a guessing game for the keeper, and he guessed wrong.
Inter Milan looking to draw level. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
He steps up to take the fourth penalty.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Calmly, he puts the ball down on the spot. So can he do it? Can he keep them alive? It's in! Pick that one out!
He was always looking good there. Nice penalty.
De Bruyne just needs to keep his nerve here. Oh, brilliant! He had to save it, and he did!
Oh, the keeper's done brilliantly to keep his eye on the ball and make such a great save.
So both teams effectively one kick away from the precipice. And in with absolute accuracy.
He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
The margin of error is 0. No! Saved it! And their fate is sealed! Well, in some ways, defeat here even more painful than losing in the final. So near, yet so far, and the look on the players' faces says it all. It is heartbreaking. So we welcome you wherever you are to the penultimate game at the end of what has been this magnum opus of football. Fans have travelled from far and wide to ensure that they are part of it, and amid the uncompromising nature of this sporting conflict, we are all united in feeling the acute significance of the semi-final. It's a mighty effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
Yeah, that was really sharp. That kind of delivery can play havoc with defences.
Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah,
He's got the shot away! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
yeah, the ball in there was simply superb. He won't be too happy that it's gone to waste like that.
Zalewski. It's loose. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's tidy. Tries a header! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
That's a nicely measured pass.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Great chance! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Correa gets it away. It's a great ball. He's had a shot. It's loose now and they want to get it back. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
Well, it's certainly not a drab affair, Peter. It's had its moments.
Bisek. Inter Milan are looking lively here. They're playing with more zest, more purpose.
They are, and it's all because of the movement we're seeing down the flanks, and I think they look as if they're going to cause some real problems to that opposing defence. Both flanks are working quite well now.
Chouameni, De Bruyne, Beckham. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Has a look and plays, and the finish! It's in!
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
After 30 minutes is number 23, Eto.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough. Zalewski. Very nicely done. It's a good foot in there. Zalewski. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And it's Roberto Carlos. Looking for the runner. Great position here. Caught offside that time. Darmian looking to run onto it. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. De Bruyne has created one goal already. Cantona. Real chance here. Eto'o! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. Oh, delicious, such devilish curl.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Two goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
And the semi-final reaches halfway. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
So the end of the first half in the semi-final. Madrid sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Ashlani. Taremi, Correa, and it's Darmian. Couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. Çalhanoğlu, and here's Çalhanoğlu. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, it looks like a change of approach, and it may just freshen things up.
Adams. De Bruyne. It's Eto'o! They are rampant! There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Eto'o really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
And the frightening thing is, Peter, this isn't even a surprise. He thrives in these situations.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. Forwards and with intent. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. It's good pressure, good intensity.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
And here's Beckham. He's in space and looking for options. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Well, I think that might well put him off watching tonight's highlights.
Just a quarter of an hour to play. Zalewski. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. Gabriel. And it's Eto'o. For De Bruyne. And he has been fouled there. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
Now, who's going to be first to this? De Bruyne. Madrid are coasting towards victory. Ashlani. And that has left him in a heap. Just 5 minutes remaining now. Played back in. And the shot! Sticks it away! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, this is a well-rehearsed drill. As soon as possession is regained, the commitment to attack is lethal.
Madrid are having a ball here. DiMarco. Zalewski. DiMarco. Can he latch on to this?
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And he's taking no chances there. Fiddles it through.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And he's in on goal. Bellingham! Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. That is close to perfect. Not in the manager's wildest dreams could things have gone quite as well as they actually did. Surely there could be no better tonic with the final in sight. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, it's pretty clear that there was a solid game plan in place for what was a very high-pressure game.
So this is the one we've all been waiting for. The crowd embracing the ultimate game in the competition. The ultimate date with destiny for their teams, as one of the game's most sought-after pieces of silverware is within their reach. No shortage of glitz or glamour, and fitting that the final chapter to what has been a great footballing saga should feel as it does here. Let us be treated to a grand finale. This place is living up to its reputation as one of the noisiest corners of the footballing world. No decibels spared in this collective chorus. Well, Jim, you've seen a lot of this type of tournament. What are you thinking about it?
Yeah, these games, Peter, are a real learning curve because you're coming up against teams and individual opponents that are unlikely to stick to what you'd really like them to do. That plays on your...
He's gone for goal! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Cantona really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Beckham goes short. Real chance! It's there!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, certainly the big occasion and a very big opening goal to boost everyone's confidence here.
Kvaratskhelia. Oh, easy pickings there. Madrid are enjoying a good spell right now and leading.
Really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and Just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because his support was arriving quickly.
Hakimi. He's looking to set free a runner. Oh, well played. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. And it's Eto. It's Eto!
Eto made it all look so simple there before he invited his own complications.
Beckham. Bellingham! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
They've played it short. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Fabian Ruiz. Now it's Dembele. And here's Barcola. He has found a way through. Fabian Ruiz. And no, that was never going to make it. Chance here to counter. Bellingham.
There will be 1 minute
And he's got the
added
beating
time.
of his man. Whistle's gone, and we've reached the halfway point of the final. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room, and while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0. So we've had the first 45 minutes of the final, Jim. How's it looking for you?
Well, it's obvious who's likely to be more content going in at half-time, but I sincerely hope that there's a fitting response from the opposition to really engage us on the big occasion.
Half-time then, just 40. Can he finish? Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Cantona. He's had a hit! He's scored! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, at one stage he was being body checked, Peter, and then the next minute it's in the back of the net. That's wonderful striking.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Bellingham. Now there's a fine ball. Climbs up big. Decent enough try.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
It's headed upfield.
The attendance for this match was 72.
Just about up to the hour now. Oh, it's Dembele. He's had a shot! And here's Kvaratskhelia.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Cantona. He could be in here. Now who's going to be first to this? João Neves. Now Fabian Ruiz. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. Beckham has created one goal already. He's in a good Cantona! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And the lead is extended still further.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
After 75 minutes is
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Madrid find a position of real strength now. Hakimi. And no, he's seen through all of that. Good spot, he's seen the run. Ah, it's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah,
And De Bruyne! Always going over the top.
okay, it's come to nothing, but it's a warning of further threat on the break.
Well, this really is their highest point. Not even in his wildest dreams could the manager have conceived that things would by now feel quite this good.
No, but he's certainly not complaining. He'll just be hoping now for a quiet end, no injuries, no cards, nothing to ruin the occasion.
Vitinha. 5 minutes left on the clock. Madrid clearly now in lead preservation mode. Vitinha. Bellingham. Dembele, and the shot!
added minutes has been indicated.
That is decidedly lacking. Roberto Carlos. Beckham. Bellingham. 4 added minutes on the board, and that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Dembele. Pops him off it and wins back the ball. That's at the end. Simply, the big day was their day. A day for them and their fans. Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. Always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Ward-Prowse. Fulkrug! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, I think Ward-Prowse will have a key...
Tries a shot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that. West Ham have the chance to go the other way. Beckham does really well to win the ball there. Neymar. And it's Eto'o! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And it's Messi. Souček. No goals as yet. This is promising. And it's Ward-Prowse. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And here's Cantona. Messi. Cantona. Messi. Great ball. Oh, shooting chance! Ward-Prowse. West Ham were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going beyond that defence, then you can start asking more questions.
He's shifting through the gear, and the shot! Well, now it's a race for the ball. That'll be a throw-in. And here's Ward-Prowse. Roberto Carlos. 0-0, but nevertheless a very decent game. Gabriel for Messi. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Neymar! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And now they can spring out of defence.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Alvarez. And the referee brings the first half to a close. Well, there it is, half-time. Not a bad watch by any means. And the efforts of both sides have been good, but neither have been able to penetrate. And so we reach the break, and the game remains goalless. France head to the dressing room, not yet having broken through. Tight, cagey game. Neither team any further forward than they were when they started out. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
France clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Bowen! And it's a goal!
And now it's all about how they handle this from here. Edging ahead again in this second half is best followed up with a bold mindset, a bold approach. The skipper set the example. It's up to his teammates now to follow.
A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Number 20, Bowen.
West Ham have penetrated for the first time.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Fulkrug. Ward-Prowse. And he's been shifted off it.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Socek. Skulls. Fulkrug. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Nicely weighted ball.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
There's the shot! They want to be quick to recover this.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Now it's Fulkrug. Just eases him off the ball. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they can.
Can he put it away? And that is wildly off target.
France were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Substitution on the field. Number 11. Coming
West
on
Ham
the field
can now
is
introduce the
number
first of their
9,
substitutes.
Antonio.
More and more pressure on the ball here. Socek. Alvarez. Todibo. Ball played for Alvarez. Skulls. Cantona. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Time is running out here.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
That is good strength. He is through here. Oh, such a clever touch.
Yeah, it's safe to say that they just need to manage this to secure the win now.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Beckham. It's Eto'o! Goal! Tying minutes, and we're all square again. It was the crispest of hits. He just crashed it in.
Well, the technique generates the power in that situation.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks a winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied. Your reflections then, Jim?
France can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.